It's been a while, so I want to talk about some more interactions I've had at work. So the first one wasn't I wasn't even a participant of. I just happened to hear, and it was this guy and his son. They were doing like DoorDash or something like that in a store, and it was this lady. The lady knew the dad, so they was chopping it up, catching up, or whatever. And then the dad went to the bathroom, and his son, I don't want to put like a label like autistic or something, but he was one of those kids that like ask questions and don't really like he was old enough to kind of, I feel like, know like what to and what not to ask. He just seemed like he didn't really care. So he was asking her questions like, what's your name and blah 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 and all that. And she was like, yeah, I've known your yeah. She was like, I've known your dad for a while now. And he was like, oh, that's my stepdad. Okay, nothing too crazy. She was like, oh, well, I've known your stepdad for a while. And he, out of nowhere, he was like, yeah, he's my third one. And you just, the tone in her shift, she was like, oh, okay. She was like, well, as long as he's taking care of you. And he's like, yeah, he is. She was like, all right, I'm going to go. It's like, man, kids say the darndest things, man. In the next scenario, I was at work. These all work scenarios. I don't have to say that. But I was stalking, and I was stalking on the bottom shelf, so I was on my knees. I'm listening to music, minding my business, and I hear somebody say, how old are you? I'm like, hello? I turn around, it's an older white woman, and I'm like, okay, maybe I heard you wrong. So I'm like, what'd you say? She was like, how old are you? And I'm like, 28. She was like, you shouldn't be doing that. I'm like, doing what? She was like, you gonna lose, your knee is not gonna function when you get my age if you do that. I'm like, okay. It's like, it caught me off guard. She was like, it's like they don't treat you right when you get my age, especially in the nursing home. And as pretty as you are, I know you don't want to be pushed around and stuff when you get older. And I'm like, oh, you think I'm pretty? So just like, I keep trying to tell people to at least put something underneath them, but nobody want to listen to me. And I'm like, man, I'm gonna listen to you just because you called me pretty. She was like, you're beautiful. I'm like, man, you better stop. Hey, I'll show you how good these knees work. And I'm pretty sure you heard that. The last scenario is I was stalking, of course, and it was this lady and her son. It was young, and I hear him like they talking, and he was like, "Mom, where the popsicles at?" He looking on the completely wrong side of the aisle. She was like, "The popsicles further down." So I'm like in the middle of the aisle, and the boy just come up to me and was like, "Give me a high five." I'm like, "Sure, why not?" So I high five him. It was kind of weak, and he was satisfied with it. But I was like, "No, I didn't like that." I was like, "Come back, we gotta do that again." So I give him one with more enthusiasm, and he excited. He running around. So I'm like, I feel good about that. I've been down to stock something. He pop up next to me. I can do that. I was like, nah, I don't think you want to do this. As I understand when I was a kid, just working looked so fun until you're doing it for the rest of your life. So I'm like, I'm putting stuff up, and I'm like, no, I'm good. Thank you, though. I had a float of stuff. He come to the float. He start picking up a box. He was like, I want to help. I'm like, don't you want to go, get you some popsicles? And his mom like, yeah, don't you want to get popsicles? He said, no, I want to do this. I'm like, okay. So I let him pick up a couple things. Luckily, I only had like, I think about 10 boxes left, because he was gonna stay there forever. I'm convinced. Cause he grabbed a box, and I'm supervising him, watching him put it up and everything. His mom just sitting there like, he do this all the time. He make friends wherever he go. I'm like, hey, we need more people like that in the world. That's just nice. Don't really care. But he putting up stuff. I'm just sitting there, and I'm trying to like slowly nudge him to go back with his mom. And there was a cheese that was high, and I was like, I don't think you're gonna be able to reach that. He was like, no, I'm gonna do it. Then he can't reach it. He just passed me a box and grabbed another one. I'm like, well, that didn't work. His mom like, okay, after that, let him work. He just kept going back to grab boxes, Then I had back stock. He was trying to work through that. I was like, we don't need that. That's full. He was like, well, I want to do something. I was like, I appreciate you, but I got to take this stuff to the back. And he was like, what back? And I was like, it's a back that you can't go to. So he was like, okay. And, when he was stalking a bit, he was telling me, he was like, I'm such and such, and I just went in first grade. And I was like, dang, you already working. He was like, maybe when I get 17, 18, I could work here. I was like, you don't want to work here? Don't do that. But, yeah, it's just funny because I don't know if he would have did that if I would have gave him that half-assed high five that I gave him. But, as much as I feel like I complain about life, it's little things like that just kind of make me laugh or smile, because it is bad as I didn't say bad. A lot of times I don't feel like I show up properly, but I feel like, at least for kids, I try to put on my best face for them and kind of indulge them, because when I have kids, I don't want them to grow up feeling like their needs and wants weren't considered, Like, obviously, I'm still feel like I have to find the balance of, you can't do everything you want, but, just stuff like that. Anyway,